Hello, everybody. Once again, I'm Lehman Crafton Jr., aka Zorvaltron Less Than Guru. We have Mars Video Cat here, and today is kind of an update video. There hasn't been a lot to update because a lot of games have been canceled for one reason or another. Um, Also, I do need to apologize. Um, there was some misunderstanding and cross communication between myself and the game master of the new 5th edition D&D game that I am going to be playing with and other players. I was under the I was asked, I would say this, I was asked by the game master to record, and I said I'll record it for his own benefit. I have found personally that by recording my sessions and then when I listen through them before I post them, so I can warn you if I hear that clicking noise, that's basically what got started, that there are things that I do not hear. It's not that I'm not really paying attention. It's I do everything online, as you know, and that creates me trying to do certain things and people saying stuff. And it can happen at a table too, but a lot of times, especially with now with the Foundry, it's a new virtual tabletop that I really like, but I haven't worked out all the kinks. So sometimes I'm really focused on solving one problem, or even with a player, I'm focused on that player, and other players are saying things, and I just do not notice that. It's like goes in one ear and out the other. And when I listen to it, I am quite shocked at some of the things that people had said that I didn't hear even vaguely. There are other things that I've like remember and is like, oh yeah, that he said that was pretty funny, or that was pretty cool, or that was kind of strange. Things like that happen where I might have forgotten it, but this is as if I didn't hear it at all. So the game master asked me to record the sessions for him for his own memory. He's taking a lot of notes, but he wanted something himself, and I thought that was a good idea. And I said, yeah, I'll happily record those for you and give it to you. And then he said that, well, you can just post them online on your YouTube channel. So that's what I took it as. But it seems like with other players, most of the players are in my Sunday Palladium game, and so they've consented to be recorded and posted on my channel. But we have a couple other people that are only on the opposite Sundays. A couple of people don't play that. A couple other players do play that. So not everybody consented, wanted to be recorded and posted. So because of that, again, miscommunication. I'm not blaming anybody. It happens. And again, I have listened to sessions and realized that there are sentences, conversations, things that happen that I did not hear. So I can't say, "Oh, we told you this and you didn't hear us." It's a legitimate thing. Sometimes people are distracted and don't hear it. So I'll just say it's a miscommunication. I'm sorry. I really thought I'd have two different campaigns going. One where I'm game mastering, one that I'm playing. If you want to see me play, you can go to Roll Hit Die, that channel, and watch our Wednesday Torganized play on that, which I still am playing. We got past the Relics of Power. That was really, really awesome. I liked seeing how another group went through it. I had game mastered. I wrote one of the acts, and it was really interesting to see how another game master with another group goes through it, because every group's different. You're never going to have the same things happen. Sometimes they'll be completely different. Sometimes they'll be close but a little different, and things like that. So that was really cool. Going back to the D&D 5th edition, I still will be discussing it. Um, my thoughts on 5th edition, the thoughts on the campaign and stuff like that. So I will be doing that as part of the update, just not posting those actual play through videos. Um, so with Torg last week, we had a new one shot kind of adventure, and I played a character that I played once before, and it was my Sakellum priest, who is not English Victorian. from Gaia. It was a German Victorian, I guess you'd say that, because Gaia is not just Victorian England. There are lots of similar or same countries and civilizations. So I decided to go that way using a character that I make the archetype for. So I wanted to see how that worked and was pretty happy with it, except for, and this is my own fault. Um, it has been something like 25 years since I have attempted to speak German, and I just was hard getting into the character, and certain words are, especially yes, is similar in German and Russian, and that's more of what I'm talking and doing now. So da means yes in Russian, and ja means yes in German. And I found that I was having to like play my character a little slow before I spoke, because I was just messing up on the accent. And yes, you don't always have to do accents, but I wanted to have one toward character where I do a accent even if badly, but at least it would be recognizable. So hopefully in our next game tomorrow is another one shot, and I created a character for that from the Cyber Papacy. Yes, not Russian, but Cyber Papacy, because I can do a very bad French accent, but it's at least recognizable as a bad French accent and not as a what is that accent or a wrong accent, which sometimes happens when you start speaking one accent and it flips over to one that you are more used to talking through. So we'll see that Cyber character. Basically, I took the Cyber Merc archetype and it kept the exact same stats, but completely changed it. It's not a Cyber Mercenary, it is a Cyber Musketeer. So that's one thing that I've always talked about on this channel is reskin. You can use that stat block. All those skills are the same. The stats are the same. The weapons and gear and all of that is, perks, all that's the same. All I did was I took a kind of futuristic mercenary with cyber skeleton and cyber arm, plasma sword, and a an actual fire combat, not an energy weapon, but it shoots projectiles gun, and I reskinned it into a musketeer. So instead of a like medieval type laser plasma sword, it is a plasma rapier. We just say that it's a plasma rapier. You don't change anything else. And then as the pistol, it kind of looks like an old flintlock pistol or matchlock, but it is a modern, at least or futuristic Tech 25 weapon, just as the I think it's the Herod Mark IV, I believe. So change your skin, make it something unique and personality, even if the stats are something that you just it's easy to look through all of these archetypes and reskin it. And if you want to adjust the stat here or there, you can do that. I didn't. I just felt that that was a character that was pretty well done, and didn't really want to put a lot of time into the figuring out stats when it was pretty much already made, and wanted to think more of the personality and stuff like that. So that's what I'm doing with that. Earth Dawn, we haven't played in a few times. The Game Master's kids are doing extracurricular activities, and he is going to those because he is a good dad. So his Fridays have been busy, so we haven't done those. And a couple of Sundays ago, I needed to take care of my father, and so I went to my parents' house and watched my father, who unfortunately recently had a stroke, and that's where I was. This Sunday, I do plan, if everything goes normal, to Game Master Palladium on Foundry. So we'll continue with that, and that's basically what has been happening. I do want to thank my new subscribers and my old subscribers, all my subscribers. I thank you. Um, I've grown pretty decently in the last couple of months. I was hovering around 30 for a really long time. And finally, it was like I hit 40, 41, 42, 43 pretty quickly. That was surprising, and I'm happy. And a lot of people seem to have gotten use out of both my reviews and, shockingly enough, my character creation. One of the my co-authors of Mega Adventures in Torg challenged me, I believe it was at the beginning of this year, to do the 31-day character creation challenge, which you do make a character, one character every day for a month, 31 days. And most of the people were posting on Facebook, just writing out what they did. And I felt it would be easier just to videotape it as I was doing it and kind of doing a mini review of thoughts and stuff like that. But apparently, a few of those people have liked those, so that is something interesting that I didn't think people would like. I was kind of doing it to prove that I could do it, and about halfway through was getting kind of exhausted from doing it every single day. But that might be something that I do with games that I did not do during that 31 day character challenge, because sometimes I guess it is easy to watch somebody how they put together a character, and maybe their thoughts and ideas are different than yours, or maybe you can tell me I'm making the character wrong and things like that. So then in the comments you can write that, and that would lead other people that watch the video can read the comments and get an idea of how to make a character. So I think that's cool as well. So other than that, not a whole lot. There are some ideas and stuff that I'm getting for thoughts and discussion. I want to bring up world building as players, which is something that a lot of newer games do, but you can even do it in old school. But there's a split, like many things, in what people like. Do they, as a player, do they really like getting into that world and building it, and building the scene, everything from the setting to individual encounters and scenes, or those who are more towards me, who like sitting back and affecting the scenes through my character, but not through myself as a player. But there's some thoughts and discussion I want to have on that. Go through, get a couple extra reviews, especially starting to play 5th edition now, as well as do some other reviews of games that I both like and dislike or are neutral for. And having said that, I'll go ahead and let you go. So thank you very much. If you like what I do, or if you dislike, but you like knowing what I like, so then you can dislike it, if that makes sense. That's something that I always bring up as well. I appreciate my subscribers, so think about subscribing. Also, I do want to update Foundry. I have a video on how to do Palladium within the Foundry. A lot has changed for the better in the GPRGA, the generic role-playing game aid, which is a system in Foundry that will work with everything from generic D20 to versus the Dark Master, or against the Dark Master, I think what it's called, to Shadowrun, to any Palladium games such as that. I focused on Palladium, but a lot in my previous video is already kind of obsolete. I usually don't like redoing videos, but it seems like those main videos are what people tend to gravitate to, and not the add-on videos. So I might redo all of that at one time. So once again, I am Liam Crafton Jr., aka Zorval Chan, Less Than Guru. And until next time, me and Marsic the Video Cat will catch you later.